Come on in. It's well past midnight. And leave a rose with prematurely buried before you go to sleep. Did you have a nice time at the ball? Yet another masquerade ball. They're quite popular this year, aren't they? You're quite popular. I've removed your beautiful tiara. Looks so beautiful. You look so beautiful in this tiara. The wind is quite strong tonight, isn't it? Come now, we'll get you ready for bed. Get you all ready for bed. Shall I return to talking about Viola's diary? Will I give you a scalp massage to help you go to sleep? Very well. You remember where we left off? Yes, it's been causing you some distress. I am reading for you from the diary of Viola Gwyn Murray, born Telejandra. Viola recalls in her diary her once happy childhood in a grand Galway estate until her mother and aunts are mysteriously banished. Raised by her cold father and the one-eyed governess Tilda, she learns stern discipline and dark tales about demons. Tilda later claims a demon entered Viola's uncle, the same uncle accused by Father Mackenzie of murder. The day the priest confronts Viola about her bad blood, her father dies, forcing her to leave her home and unwittingly end up in a living nightmare. Okay, my sweet, that is the background of today's tale. But I just wanted you to know that I'm brushing your hair with this feather because the strange lady from whom I bought the cleanser that we are going to put on your hair to try to detangle it, that strange lady who lives by herself in the woods, said to first rub your hair with this feather. Yes, you know, in town they call her oh, well, it's silly, really. They say that lady in the woods is a witch, as if there were such things. Such superstition. All right, continuing with Viola's own words from her diary. Here we go. Just whisper to you. I'll just whisper to you. I was told, as the carriage made its way from my father's estate to that of my uncle's in County Cork, of the suspicion that had fallen on the man. It is a disgraceful matter, Tilda said, in the tone of one who did not want to have such a conversation. I stared out the window at the passing countryside. all tied together in long patches of spreading heather and green wavy grasses. Briefly, the sun poked through the clouds, and I remembered being 6 years old and being swung by my arms around and around by my mother, my feet not touching the ground. In my head, I heard her sing, "The skies are full of ravens, the night is full of wrong, the waters are full of fishes, and the days are full of song." Those were the words my mother sang as she swung me. She was full of such verses. Some she had learned, some she had invented. Besides being a chanteuse, my mother was quite simply the most beautiful woman in all of Ireland. My father always said so. Upon their marriage, he built a special walled garden for her, where she grew mostly herbs, but also roses, delphiniums, and other showy cottage flowers that thrived on the rain. In the center of the garden, underneath a huge oak, there was a swing my father had fashioned for her. Occasionally I would spy them, hiding behind the pink blooms of the ever-spreading beauty bush, a monster of a thing, 13 feet high and equally long. My father would push my mother on the swing, and she would laugh with happiness, just as I had done when she had swung me. "You know, that song is so untrue," my mother had declared on that particular day, glaring up at me from the most ignoble of chairs, an oak stump. She looked at me with smiling eyes. "The best things happen at night. Power comes to our kind at night. Someday you will understand. The night is full of wrongs, but we were put on this earth to set them right." And by we, I always understood her to mean she and I were put on this earth to make things right. So now, as the carriage swung along the road, raising dust as the horses' hooves churned upon the earth, I thought that whatever it was that was wrong with my uncle, perhaps I could remedy the problem. There now, I'll try to comb out your tangles. Does it hurt? Yeah. Let me take your mind off of it by continuing with Viola's diary. "Your terrible uncle. He was the one who cast a bad name on your family, not your mother, no matter how many say otherwise. Tilda said matter-of-factly, staring down at her bone-thin hands. It took a while for the rest of the story to come forth from her pale lips, but here is what I soon learned. My uncle was accused of a murder, but there had never been enough evidence to bring him to trial. It was said that he owed much money, especially to one man, a Walter Cumber, who had been found dead in my uncle's house. Tilda said my father had explained it to her when she first came to work at our estate, lest she hear it from the gossips in the village. There were letters sent about the matter to your father, she told me, although exactly what they said I do not know. Here, Tilda stole a glance at her shoes, a curious gesture on her part, and one which led me to believe she knew more to the story than she was saying. Tilda may be many things, but I knew that for her, telling even the smallest of half-truths would make her feel like a liar, and Tilda was no liar. I did not press her further about the matter, at least not at that time. After several days' journey with the occasional stopover at an inn here or there, and after crossing through thick woods of the type I had never known in Ireland, we reached my uncle's estate. I found my uncle, Reginald Murray, a gay and extravagant sort. It was not hard to imagine that a castle such as his, that seemed to be melting away from the wear and tear of time, meant that my uncle was in possession of a ruined fortune. Let's end there for now. It's getting very late, and you need to get in bed. I'll just towel dry your hair a bit. There you are, my dear. It's time for you to go to bed now. There you go. How does that feel? Nice and dry. And yes, it worked a little bit, but I think we will have to try it again. I'm going to whisper in your ear. Let me put some lavender in your hair to help you sleep. And then we'll have you go ahead and crawl into your bed. I've already spritzed your linens and your nightgown with lavender oil. There now, that's it. Time for bed. Good night.